And it's important you have support during your yoga teacher training course as well. It can be a challenging experience for most. Everyone will experience it in different ways. It may be challenging for some people physically, emotionally, or mentally. So it's really important that you have support during your yoga teacher training course. Normally the first week everyone's really excited to get to know each other and get stuck into their yoga practice. Second week people are finding their routine, and normally it's around about the third week the emotions start to rise, people start to crash. So it's important that the teachers are available for you after classes, and that perhaps there's maybe sharing circles during the yoga teacher training course, so you can just share your whatever's going on,
what you're experiencing,
because it's so different for everyone, and it's just important that those needs are met throughout the course as well. So the yoga teacher training course is not going to be easy. We're not going to tell you that, especially if you have to wake up early in the mornings and you're not normally a morning person. This can be challenging for some. It may take a while just to get into that routine. Practicing yoga can bring up lots of emotions, stuff you didn't even know that was there. I was speaking to a guy yesterday, and he said after one of his philosophy classes he just went back to his room and cried and cried and cried, and he had no reason what for. And that's okay. Some people they just need that release of tears, and some people may need to talk things through. So make sure you find a training that looks after all aspects of what the training course is, not just the physical and the teaching element, but also the emotional side of the yoga teacher training as well. Your teachers should be caring and supportive, and because they've also been through it as well. Sometimes it's easy for teachers to forget what that transformation is like, so it's good that that space is there, that you can just talk things through if you need to.
Absolutely. Yeah, I remember one Ashtanga class I cried from the beginning to the end, and my teacher was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." I didn't even know why I was crying. Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. And some people will need more support than others. We had a group a few weeks ago, and I'd kind of said, look out on the third week. This is when emotions start to rise, and they were all there. They were like, nothing's happening. We feel fine. And I was like, wait until the full moon. Maybe something will happen then. And this group just sailed through the TTC. I think maybe they formed really good friendships with each other. They didn't need that outside support. So, yeah,
they were amazing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's also nice, so as well as the teachers giving you that support and the other students, but knowing that there's just those extra people that you can go to in case of any emergencies. I think that's important as well.
So. Some people may have family emergencies at home or health issues during the course, something that may arise, and we're here to support that. We've seen it all. I've been in Vietnam for 14 years, so any kind of support.
So making sure that somebody's available, I guess 24 hours, in case of an emergency, if you have to go to the hospital or you've got to do an emergency dash to the airport or whatever it might be, just making sure you've got those contacts as well. Yeah. Cool. So another consideration is, does the yoga school offer a postgraduate program, and is this included in the training, or is it an extra cost? So some schools will offer you the opportunity to stay on after the training. You can volunteer at the studio, teach classes. So some studios will put on community classes which are free or donation-based classes. So you can, it is no pressure on you. Everybody knows that it's a new teacher and they're there to support you, give you feedback. So it's a really nice way to get into teaching. It's also a really nice way to see the other side of being a teacher as well. So more the behind the scenes stuff. So you need to, gives you the chance to meet and greet your students, a chance to, build that relationship with them before and after the class, which is all a really important part of being a yoga teacher. So having that real experience in a studio can be invaluable. In exchange for teaching classes at a studio, they'll usually give you access to their full schedule, so you can come and do as many drop-in classes at the studio as you like. So this is a really nice opportunity to learn from other teachers. In our case, we have teachers from all over the world, so it comes from, you know, lots of different lineage and experience and life experience, so really can be a really good opportunity to learn from teachers from all over the world potentially. And you always learn something from a teacher, even if it's something that you think, I would never do that in a class, then you've learned something. So take advantage of it if you can. Some schools offer a more structured postgraduate program that runs in line with their yoga teacher training. And this can include things like asana clinics, teaching and sequencing workshops, access to the anatomy and adjustment and alignment classes. So if the school does offer this, it can be very beneficial. The school might also offer you a mentor for whatever the duration might be, so you get to work one-on-one with your mentor. You get to really focus on what you want to do as a teacher, what you want to learn, what you think you need to work on, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. So some really nice time with that mentor as well.
Alright, so just remember that when you're looking for a yoga school, that it offers ongoing support during your yoga teacher training program, so that you'll have that additional support if anything emotional or mentally arises. Also, after your TTC course is finished, just check in if they have volunteering opportunities or a postgraduate program or donation-based classes that you can teach, and how long that offer stands for. Do you have to come back within a year, or is it open-ended? This is really important because it takes time for all the information that you've learned on a TTC course to sink in, and you may just need time to go and sit on a beach somewhere for 5 days, absorb it, and then come back to your school and start teaching. So yeah, these are the things to look out for. I wish you a happy International Yoga Day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow we will be talking about how you can get an authentic yoga experience without having to go to India. So stay tuned for that one. Enjoy International Yoga Day, and we'll see you then.
Bye.
Peace out.